Hi everyone, Shane Monroe here. The Switch 2 Pro controller. This is the gray topped one. This is the brand new one that just came out. Maybe you dropped 80 bucks on it for your Switch 2 for your wife and she's not really using it. So maybe you want to repurpose it. Well, recently, as of the last couple of days, in fact, a wired support methodology on Steam on your Windows PC is now available. This controller is now fully usable in your Steam library, and you can use gyro and the rear buttons. Let's take a look real quick. All right, so I'm here in Overwatch. I go to the controller settings, and I've already laid out a control methodology that I like. First off, I've assigned the two rear buttons to be the bumpers, so I don't actually have to hit those. You can even reprogram the C button, which is pretty cool. You could use that for, like, say, selecting perks in the middle of Overwatch. You can change your gyro behavior, all the regular methodologies, of course, for Overwatch, as joystick works the best. And because I'm a freak about my gyro being inverted as well, I can even do that. Your gyro calibration, you're going to want to do this before you get started because the calibration process is pretty heavy. So what it's going to do is it's going to sit here and look at the noise tolerance of the controller and then make some calibration changes. Now, this thing could actually take a couple of minutes. This time, I think it's kind of dialed in, but when I first did it, it went through that cycle over and over and over again. So just let it finish. Now, once you're done, you can also choose this, and this is the part that gets me. Now, you guys know I'm a huge fan of this ArmorX add-on for the Xbox controller because it gives me free range gyro. This also allows you to do that. So if you go here to the gear and go to gyro buttons, choose gyro buttons. So this is the one that would say, hey, enable gyro only when I'm holding this button. Like maybe you're playing a first person shooter, you're gonna hold aim down sights. I don't like that. I want it on all the time. Well, look at this. Gyro always on is available, or you can choose a different button. It keeps hitting my space bar. But I don't want any sort of indicator or activator on. I just want gyro on. So let's see what it actually looks like now. Let's go into Overwatch and see if this controller can finally match what I've been piecemealing together for years. All right. Well, we got a controller. What am I doing with the mouse? All right. And I'm going to go to training. There's nothing to do for the gyro to do because it's attached to that right stick. So let's go in here. We'll do the practice range so we don't piss anybody off. All right, and I will take Soldier 76 out because this is the guy I always test with. Look at this. Holy crap, it is like dead on. Look how good the gyro is. There's a little tiny breakaway point. It's hard to see, I know, but it's just a little tiny break. You can move really slow and it won't pick it up. But if you're playing, you're going to be fine. And let's take a look here. Oh, yes, my rear grip button works. See, I can run without having to touch anything. Perfect. And it's nice, tight, and responsive, including the gyro. Nice. So I should be able to technically be able to pick people off at a great distance using the gyro to dial in. You can notice that his kick doesn't affect me as much because I can use the gyro to force the muzzle down. Now, obviously, at some point in time, if you do this and it walks up, and it keeps wonking up, at some point your gyro is not going to kind of recenter right. So that's why I say gyro is always about assisted aiming. So the gyro isn't, I'm taking my finger off, or my thumb off the right analog stick. Now you're probably thinking, well, I can just sit here and do this as my control scheme, but you can't because eventually the gyro sort of walks out of range, right? If you do this, and now see my gyro is no longer in range, right? So you still have to, occasionally drift yourself back in. So I always use gyro as gyro assisted aiming, right? So I will use course adjustments with the stick, and then I will dial in with the gyro, right? And I'm telling you, I mean, it seems like maybe almost a cheat, but listen, people are using mice and keyboard against controllers, so there's no cheating involved here. This is actually how you maintain some sort of level of competitiveness. How about that, huh? Pretty neat. So Unfortunately, there is no way, believe me, I tried all morning, to get this to connect to your PC or your Steam Deck wirelessly. It's all cable. As of today, at the time of this video, even cabled to your Steam Deck doesn't work. So there's, even if you're on the beta or preview on your Steam Deck, you cannot use this controller like you see today with a cable or without a cable. But on the PC, this is pretty damn good. And if you happen to have this controller sitting around when your wife isn't playing, then yeah, I mean, listen, you might as well enjoy it. All right, well, that's it. Yeah, I hope you like this. We're doing little videos all through the holidays still. We're not closed down at Monroe World. We got plenty of crap to do. So you'll be seeing more of us. I took yesterday off. I was going to do a video, but I decided not to. But this is fun, and I thought you guys might enjoy seeing this new feature of Steam, like right after it comes out. Anyway, like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. I'm Shane R. Monroe. We'll see you next time. Take care.